Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn Just with Mahesh. So if you are a FinOps guy or a cloud architect and have proposed BigQuery in the projects which you are using, and today being 2nd of August, you will have definitely a surprise. What is that surprise? So if you watch carefully all the Google's blogs, all those things, so you would have seen Google had increased the on-demand analysis pricing. So the on-demand mode, there are different modes in Google Cloud. So in BigQuery, the on-demand one, flat rate, which is now going to be deprecated. Editions is something which they have. So the on-demand query analysis or on-demand model was increased by 25%. So this was on July 5th of July. So today being 2nd of August, definitely you would have seen your invoice. So if you are using BigQuery, what are the things which you need to look for? Let's look into this in this video. Let's get started. All right, if you regularly look into Google Cloud blogs, right? So on 30th of March itself, Google had announced that they are going to bring a new pricing model to BigQuery. So the flat rates are going to go off, and BigQuery edition concept is going to come into picture. So thing is that this was the highlight of this article, and so everybody would have focused more towards yes, editions are coming, all good concepts. So standard, enterprise plus, these kind of stuffs is what you would have seen. So but there was a small hidden stuff which may not have been focused very well, is this line. So because Google's capabilities are increasing, so there are cool features which is coming in BigQuery, all those kind of stuff. So they obviously have increased the price. So the on-demand pricing model has increased by 25%. It was a simple one-liner statement towards the end. So I'm not sure how many of us noticed it. So if you have not noticed it, so today being 2nd of August, you would have received the invoice, and if your project uses heavily BigQuery, you will see almost 25% increase. So what does that 25% increase mean? So if you look into the BigQuery pricing part of it, so the on demand, whenever you run a query, right, so it's going to cost you. So if it is a 1 TB, it was previously costing you $5. Now it is going to be $6.25. Simple. So meaning flat 25% increase is what you're going to see it. And if you want to see this part even in the pricing calculator, just go to the pricing calculator and you can put something like 2 TB, because 1 TB is free. So if you do this, you will see this is the cost. Assuming you're querying a public data set where the storage is not going to be costing you, so the query cost which you are going to have it. So if it's 1, it is going to be free, 1 TB is free. So on top of that, if you put 2, it is going to show you this much. So you will see definitely a drastic increase in your billing. So look into it and make sure you try to control it. So what could be the possible options which you can control? So because this is more of query computation part, so there's always a good documentation which is there. So it is just a matter of we following it. So first and foremost, of standard stuff in any data warehouse, avoid select star. So that is something which you can think of doing it. So it's more of a discipline which somebody has to start looking into it. And there is also possibilities that you can set some alerts, but it is after it, somebody has queried it, you can get an alert. So we can try to do something of that sort in our future videos. So that is something which you can think of. And this is an important stuff. Many people directly do select star and look into the data. So preview is a good option. If it's a native table, you can leverage this, which is completely free. That is one thing. Partitioning is something like should be like the standard norm. So if you have not used the table without partitioning, something is wrong is what I would say. It should be like a default design. Try to see it. Most of the time you should be able to do a partitioning, and that too, if it is to avoid a complete full scan, this could be really a great option. So leverage it. Along with this, clustering can also be a good choice. So that is something which you can use. Wildcards basically, so I can put this link. So this is an official best practice link from Google, so you can also look into it. Avoid as much as possible excessive wildcard tables. So that's one important stuff. So then joins, the way you join it. So right, the standard stuff, big table joined with a smaller table is always a good choice. So that is something which you can think of. The where clause, what kind of data types you are going to use it, possibly use these data types. So, and repeated transformations. So good things. So there are some places where you can avoid evaluation using multiple common table expression. Instead of that, you can use a temporary table. I personally have seen the impact of using common table expression, where it is going to show you some errors related to the computation part. Instead of that, temporary table could be a good alternative. So these are things which you can think of looking into it. And if you just follow these best practices, definitely you will see a good amount of cost reduction, even though Google has increased by 25%. So maybe a little bit of re-architecting, looking into your current system and redesigning is going to be a good choice. So that's a video which I wanted to share today. So if you are seeing a sudden spike in your billing and you're using BigQuery heavily, the whole reason is price has been bumped up 25%. So if you have not noticed it, so make sure go and optimize your system. So thank you for watching.